Do you suggest to people na kuha na kayo habang pre-selling or wait for it since rental kasi there's a big argument about this that if it's rental, if you get it pre-selling, tulog yan 3-4 years. Vis-a-vis getting something na tapos na, pwede mo na siya pa-rent kagad. What can you share to people about that? In your 10 years experience, what's the worst appreciation that you've seen na binili ko at the start, pagka-turnover, ito yung pinakamalaking kinita niya, and then what's the best naman?
Long-term wise, the return is higher when you're investing into estates or what we call townships. Kasi nga, the potential is there. People see that in the future, this place will really, grow. Even if right now, medyo wala ka pa nakikita, diba? Wala pa masyadong tao nagpupunta. But they see the track record of the developer that's doing it. And they know that what will happen in the next 5, 10, 15 years down the road, malaking potential. When your purpose is just to rent it out, I don't really suggest to really spend a lot on the property because I have clients in the past who did that. They spent, for a studio flat, they spent 1 million.
Whoa!
Tapos, only to find out yung ibang furniture, appliances, hindi masyado naalagaan, nasira. So in terms of primeness of the area, number 1 talaga Makati. People would say BGC, but for me, it's really Makati.
If you're gonna go further away,
right,
where will you pick? Alabang area, New Valley area, the Evo City, or Vermosa? That's all outside. That's considered medyo growth. Ano na siya, no?
Yes.
That's not your primary business districts na, no?
Yes.
In this video, we talk about the things that you need to know before buying a condo. What are the pros, what are the cons, and how can you leverage it so that you can make more money with your condo. So, check this video out.
Hi guys, I'm inviting you to come to Icon 2019 in Davao, November 30.
So see you all there. It will be a one-day event all about investing, all about making your money work hard for you. So link down below. Okay guys, we're with Ramon King, real estate, can I say expert practitioner? How long have you been in the real estate market?
10 years.
10 years already. 10 years talking about real estates and 10 years exposure in condos and property. So what we're gonna do something different this time. He's gonna tour us in this condo, and while he's touring us, we're gonna talk about how you can make money via condos and how probably you can differentiate also different things, the things that you guys were asking via social media. All right?
Yeah.
So okay, so
Let's
as we go through this now, as we go through this walkthrough, can you if I'm a first-time investor in real estate, what are the few things that I need to consider as I go through condos and as I try to explore opportunities to make money off of it?
Yeah, first of course is you have to consider your purpose, no? So, if you want to invest for the purpose of your own personal use,
Okay.
or for investment, may it be for capital appreciation or passive income, because certain condos will give you that particular return, no? Or mas maganda yung iba versus others. So if for example, you're living in Quezon City and you work in Makati, of course the commute is 2 hours kagad, diba? So if you want to make your life easier, you want to be closer to your work, but at the same time spend more time with your family, then you may want to consider investing in Makati. So these are the things that you want to consider. Number 2 is the developer. Kasi before, you always talk about location. But now it's different because developers now, regardless of the location, with a huge tract of land, they can really transform an area into a master plan integrated mixed-use estate. What do we mean by that? So andun na lahat ng components. You have offices, the business side, you have the residential, the condominiums, of course, you have retail, you also have leisure, no? So you have the gym, you have the cinemas, the malls, everything that you need is there. So practically, one-stop shop na siya. Pagbaba mo sa condo mo, you live, work, and play there already.
What's the difference of, I've seen some condos na standalone lang, it's built near probably EDSA, near the street, versus something that's in a township. Price-wise, what's cheaper, what's more expensive, then appreciation-wise, what appreciates faster?
In our experience, yung standalone condos, when other developers sell that, of course, medyo mas mababa yung price talaga. Because you're not offering the full package. It's just standalone. But ang bentahe is really the accessibility because you're in EDSA. But long-term wise, the return is higher when you're investing into estates or what we call townships. Kasi nga, the potential is there. People see that in the future, this place will really, grow. Even if right now, medyo wala ka pa nakikita, diba? Wala pa masyadong tao nagpupunta. But they see the track record of the developer that's doing it. And they know that what will happen in the next 5, 10, 15 years down the road, malaking potential. So, the confidence of the market is there. They buy. So, that drives the property prices to go up.
Should people take into consideration also na, kasi people always compute the square meter of the condo that they're buying.
Yeah.
Should it be factored in also that because this one is in an integrated township na may hospital, may school, may mall,
Yes.
that they should factor in the premium of that na yun yung binabayaran din nila sa condo nila?
Yeah. Actually, dapat may connection yan eh. You have to identify your market. So, let's say you want to invest for the purpose of renting it out. It's not enough that you just compute the per square meter. Ito pinakamura. Okay siguro to. Tapos township naman siya, di ba? So, you have to check din kung sino ba yung mga pupunta doon sa area na yun.
Okay.
Sa township na yun. Do they have the capability to pay for the rent of the property that you're trying to buy, di ba? So, it's not just the square meters that you have to take into consideration. You have to take a look at the local economy, what's going to happen in that particular area. So, the good thing about estates is that they provide everything na, di ba? So, like what I've said earlier, different offerings nandun eh. So, from the affordable segment to the mid-high and then to the luxury segment, kompleto dapat para mag-work yung environment natin. Kasi hindi pa pwede naman na puro staff lang, di ba? In one company, there's the rank and file employees, the managers, and then the executives. So you have to cater to all those three markets.
Now, what's interesting, this condo looks pretty much dressed up already. No, it's amazing yung interior niya, the way it's done, the lights, everything. Of course, when people buy it, it's not interior yet, diba?
Yes.
So for those naman that you mentioned that you have to qualify it, you have to know the purpose if you're getting it for rental or
Yes.
you're using it for end use, something that you will live in. So for those who want to buy something for an investment to have it rented out, what are the things that they need to consider when they look at the condo, and probably how much do they need to set as a budget pag renovate, pag ayos nun as a rule of thumb also?
Yeah. So for our market sa Alveo, when you're looking at a studio unit, of course, yung titira dyan, these are yuppies, di ba? Single people or young couples, di ba? When your purpose is just to rent it out, I don't really suggest to really spend a lot on the property because I have clients in the past who did that. They spent, for a studio flat, they spent 1 million.
Whoa!
Tapos, only to find out yung ibang furniture, appliances, hindi masyado naalagaan, nasira, di ba? So, ang laki nung renovation cost nila and your deposit can only cover so much, di ba? So, you have to tread very wisely when it comes to that. So, I would suggest kapag studio, with a budget of about 300,000, maganda na yun. Marami na tayong pwedeng gawin. And depende rin talaga sa developer eh. Kasi may mga developers na maganda naman, pag turnover ng unit, onti na lang lalagay mo, furnitures and appliances na lang talaga. Okay na siya. You don't have to repaint the walls, you don't have to put wallpapers anymore, hindi mo na kailangan maglagay ng false ceiling, diba? So, depende talaga siya.
So, studios normally are range, no? Syempre, I guess it depends on the area where you're buying the studio. But
Right.
What's a common price point for a studio? And then what's a common also square meter? Because I'll follow up that with another question also in a bit.
Okay. So, for our particular market, the studio flats would start at around 30 square meters. In some areas, it would go as big as 42, 45 square meters. Like, for example, here in BGC, our studios are a little bit bigger. They're ranging from 36 to 45 square meters. So, medyo mas malaki tayo. And what was the question again?
So, the price point for that,
the price
that square
points,
meter.
yeah.
Pero I have a question also from that. No, if it's a 36 square meter studio, do you suggest that studio normally open, di ba? Walang bedroom.
Yes.
Some people style nila, linalagyan nila ng harang and they can transform it to a one bedroom unit.
Right.
Is that advisable, or is it better na since studio siya, make it like a hotel na lang, tapos gandahan mo na lang pero walang harang?
Sa akin, mas maganda yung open na lang.
Okay.
Kasi alam naman nun, mag-rent na studio lang talaga siya.
Okay.
And mas maraming space kapag it's open. Once you close it with a partition kasi the unit will feel a little bit smaller when you're inside the bedroom with that partition. Medyo masikip. Unlike kapag open siya, mas free-flowing, lagyan mo ng mga mirrors sa sides, mas may illusion ka na mas malaki yung unit. And you can play along with a lot of storage as well when you do that.
So, price range naman for the studios that you would mention, depending on the area, what's the lowest end and the highest end of the studio units for your particular development also?
In our developments, it would range, the 30 square meter studio would range for about 6 million. And then it could go as high as 10 to 11 million depending on the location.
Okay.
Like for here in BGC, medyo mas mataas yung prices natin because it's a prime development. It's already fully built up right now. Onti na lang yung mga lots na hindi pa nade-develop. Kaya yung pricing natin mas mataas na.
So the 30 square meter is 11 million already for BGC?
Yeah,
that's it already.
Yeah.
Arca is around...
No, it's not 30 square meters.
Okay.
Sorry, mga 36 to 40.
36 na. Okay. Arca is around how much already for a studio?
Studio, mga 8 yan.
Okay, 8. Then when you go towards your Parklinks area, how much is that naman there?
Parklinks would be a little bit lower now kasi nasa early phase pa lang tayo development. So mga 7 million.
Now, this is a good question.
Yeah.
Since Parklinks is just starting out,
right.
Do you suggest to people na kuha na kayo habang pre-selling or wait for it since rental? Kasi there's a big argument about this that if it's rental, if you get it pre-selling, tulog yan 3-4 years. Vis-a-vis getting something na tapos na, pwede mo na siya pa-rent kagad. What can you share to people about that?
Actually, depende rin yan sa liquidity mo at that time, yung financial capability mo.
Okay.
Because once you buy something na ready na, you have to pay a little bit higher.
Okay.
Because in terms of, unlike kunyari, pag pre-selling, pwede ka mag-down ng 10% lang. Kapag sa secondary market na, yung ready for occupancy na units, you have to pay minimum yan 20%. In some cases, some banks would require you to put up a bigger equity depending on your financial capability.
Okay.
So, yun yung issue doon. But of course, you're right. Kapag ready na, syempre, meron ka ng return kaagad. So, kikita ka na kaagad doon. But, ang advantage naman ng pre-selling is yung leverage. You only put up 10%, tapos nag-amortize ka for 4, 5, 6 years down the road at zero interest. Tapos yung balance mo, pwede mong i-finance sa bank. So, pero, habang ginagawa mo yun, tumataas na yung value ng property.
Okay.
So, kumikita ka na. In paper, of course.
Yeah.
But, upon turnover, if you want to flip it, onti na exposure mo. Baka nabayaran mo pa lang is 50%, 60%, hindi ka pa fully paid. Pero, ang laki na ng tinaas ng value ng property. So, pag once you flip it, hindi lang 50% yung return mo based on what you invested.
By the way, we're in the maid's room now. This is the maid's room, right?
Yeah.
Maid's quarters. Medyo malaki yung maid's room nila dito. I have a question there. So, do you suggest also that since they're buying it at pre-selling,
right?
You suggest that's also more for flipping also? Kasi malaki yung appreciation. And then, in your 10 years experience, what's the worst appreciation that you've seen na binili ko at the start, pagka turnover, ito yung pinakamalaking kinita niya. And then what's the best? What's the best naman?
Okay. So, for pre-selling, once you flip it, that's also a good idea upon turnover. But in my experience, the best way to do it is to wait at least for another 5 years before you flip it para ma-maximize mo talaga yung capital appreciation niya. So, what you can do, pili ka pre-selling, antay ka 5 years, till turnover, then on turnover, parent mo siya for 5 years, so may rental income ka pumapasok at an average of 6 to 8% depending on the project. Tapos, pagkatapos nun, tsaka mo i-flip. So, meron ka ng rental return, at the same time, meron ka pang return on your capital appreciation. So, magpapatong yun talaga.
That's a good idea kasi magpaparent ka but your main intention really is not the rental income. Your main intention is to sell it later on also. Ngayon ko lang that's a very, very good tip. So, buy in pre-selling and then that's normally 20% over how many years before a project gets turned over? 5 years?
Right now, depending on the project, 6 to 7 years tayo.
Oh,
because
na.
with the alam niyo naman, sobrang booming economy natin, daming government project, private
Okay.
projects. Medyo nagkakaroon tayo ng delays in terms of construction
Okay.
because of the sheer number of, the demand for construction. So yung mga contractors natin, kinakulang na tayo sa mga construction workers.
Oo nga, that's what I've heard. No? Kulang. So, baka dadating din sa point that we will get overseas workers to work here. As ano, that's a possibility, especially if everything, kasi it's not just infra that's being constructed, but sabay-sabay yun, commercial, residential, and other townships are being built all at the same time. So,
That's right. Yeah.
So 7 years. So if a infrastructure that they want to get is say 10 million, 20% of that 2 million they pay in 7 years, something like that.
Depending on the project.
Okay.
Because it's such a long time, 7 years. Average yan 10% na babayaran mo every year.
10 every year.
Oo, average. For our projects.
Okay.
So, there are certain projects na average tayo ng mga 5% every year. Depende. Kasi if it's in a very prime location, our terms would be a little bit more stringent. Pero kung medyo bago pa lang yung area, dinidevelop pa lang natin, so medyo mas flexible tayo dun sa terms.
I thought that's a you opened up a very good topic, no? You said that there are areas that are very prime, and there are areas that are that are just starting pa lang.
Yeah.
So, what are those areas? Prime areas. Context also of prime areas, they're more expensive.
Yeah.
They have appreciated already, but must develop.
Yes.
Versus yung mga magsa-start pa lang. Okay, go.
Of course, number one is Makati. It's the financial capital of the Philippines. Andyan talaga top corporations. It's already there, so it's already established. So in terms of primeness of the area, number one talaga Makati. People would say BGC, but for me, it's really Makati.
Okay.
Second to that is BGC.
What part of Makati is parang considered the most prime? Is it the CBD area or somewhere near the Forbes area, or I don't know, what area do you consider na parang anything in that area that will always be the fastest that will appreciate?
In terms of condos, it's of course the CBD area.
Okay.
Because yung market mo talaga who will rent the properties will stay there are the ones working in the area. So it makes sense that's in the CBD. So the closer you are to the main offices, the main roads like Ayala Avenue, Makati Avenue, Paseo de Rojas, the better. The closer you are to Greenbelt, of course, which is the prime leisure destination in that area, okay din. But there are new areas because Makati is already fully built up. Wala ka na halos makitang vacant lot doon eh. So, meron tayong mga bagong area na din-develop doon. Nakatabi lang din halos yung CBD.
Okay.
So, the pricing is not as high as the one in the CBD, but it's near enough to be able to have that capital appreciation that we want for that particular
Is this,
area.
you're talking about circuit area?
We have two areas that's being developed. It's Circuit, and just last weekend, we just opened up the Merchant area.
Okay, where's
Merchant
that?
Residences. It's in Makati Avenue.
Okay.
Kung familiar kayo sa Poblacion area. Yan, yung area na yan, sobrang exciting. We acquired a big patch of land there, yung A-Venue area.
That area?
Yes.
Whoa.
So we're developing that now. So it's very exciting because
So,
it's going to be a estate again.
just the, di ba that's like an events area? The events area or everything, the parking, and then may mga katabing hotel yun na, yung Avenue Hotel, you're getting that also?
Yung parking,
Okay.
then yung mall,
Okay.
tapos yung may SM Hypermart doon.
Yeah.
Tapos meron pang isa doon na lot sa likod na maliit. Kasama din siya.
Okay.
So, that area, so it's going to be mixed use. We'll have office, residential, retail. So, complete package again.
Okay, so Makati's number 1, then you said BGC, then next.
Next would be Ortigas, of course. And then fourth, you have the up-and-coming areas like Quezon City.
Okay.
Quezon City is really booming very fast. You would be surprised that our pricing in Quezon City in Vertis North is already higher than what we have in Circuit Makati.
Whoa!
Mas mahal na siya per square. Ganun kalakas because
there's a lot of infra works that are passing there from MRT 7 to MRT plus yung mga connection niya from all of the highways that are being built also.
Right.
Okay.
Tapos you'll have the subway there as well, di ba? Yung Grand Central Station na tinatawag that will connect all of the major lines.
Okay.
Tapos you're very near to the SLEX NLEX connector project din.
Okay.
So even if you're there in Vertis, if you want to go to Makati, daanan mo lang yung SLEX connection na yon, 'di ba, sa Skyway. In 20 to 30 minutes, ando ka na sa Makati. You don't have to go through EDSA anymore. So these are the things that makes that area very promising as well.
Okay.
Aside from it being township or what we call an estate that has the complete package.
Okay. So you can do you add Alabang to the mix, or Quezon City will still boom faster than Alabang area?
Sa trend ngayon,
Okay.
parang for me Quezon City is very promising talaga.
Okay.
Because for the longest time, wala talagang identifiable central business district in the Quezon City area. Diba? Meron tayong Eastwood, meron tayong sa Tomas Morato, may mga patches of development, pero wala talagang solid na masasabi mo, ito yung central business district ng Quezon City. And for me, it's really that Vertis North area
Okay.
na talagang magpa-prime up and magiging CBD ng Quezon City.
Ito, if you're gonna go further away,
Right.
where will you pick? Alabang area, New Valley area, the Evo City, or Vermosa? That's all outside. That's considered medyo growth. Ano na siya, no?
Yes.
That's not your primary business districts na, no?
Yes.
So if you will rank them in terms of what do you think will appreciate or has a better growth opportunity in the next siguro 5-10 years, what will you pick? Sige, sama na rin natin Pampanga. Okay.
Pampanga,
Sige,
okay.
so you have Pampanga to the north, then you have Alabang, Vermosa, New Valley, and Evo City, Cavite naman.
Okay.
Sige, we'll start number 5.
Sige. Top 5, I would say, it's a good question. I would say Vermosa.
Okay.
Top 5,
Okay.
Vermosa. Though, that area kasi, it's really developing very fast. But, ang dami rin kasi mga competitors in the near vicinity. So, I would rank that number 5.
So you'd consider that parang that's considered medyo Dasmariñas area na, no? Or,
Yes.
Okay. So that's one. So
Yeah.
I wanted to zero in on that also. You said that madaming competitors. So kung madaming mga condo projects doon, it means that you'll compete for prices, or how does it normally work?
Not necessarily condos. It's more of
Properties.
horizontal
Yeah.
developments.
Okay.
So, mga lots of divisions yung projects na nandun sa area na yun. But the main challenge is, sobrang dami, ang daming options eh. So, yun yung isa sa nakikita kong ano. Tapos, for me, the traffic is really an issue right now. So, yung traffic dun sa area is one of the challenges for me. Kaya, I'm not saying na hindi siya magandang project. It still has that potential because it's still in Cavite, it's a growth zone.
And it's just that we have to force rank everything. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, number 4.
Number 4, I would say, is Nuvali.
Okay.
Nuvali, though, it's very nice when you go there. It's a suburban feel. You have a lot of greeneries, open spaces, diba? But as I've said earlier, there's also new areas that we're developing. And a lot of our competitors are also going around that area. So, it's a growth zone. Ang dami din nangyayari. The potential is very there. Pero yun nga, we have the schools already. We have hospitals in place. SNR is already there. We have a lot of malls already in the Nuvali area. But, yun nga, medyo nagsimula na kasi tayo noong 2004 pa lang. So, yung appreciation niya, though it's continuing, pero I would say na meron pa mas iba na mas mabilis pa yung potential.
Okay.
For now.
Number 3.
Number 3 would be Evo City.
Okay.
Evo City because of the connection through the NAIAX.
Okay. By the way, now, for those who don't know, Nuvali is Santa Rosa, Evo City is Cavite, and Vermosa, that you would consider that what area?
Vermosa is still Cavite area.
But not Kawit, so magkalayo sila,
Magkalayo
guys.
sila.
Mas malapit siya sa Danghari.
It's Danghari, near to going to Alabang.
So I needed to mention that kasi there's a lot of OFWs also watching. Hindi sila nakapunta sa Metro Manila in quite some time. Okay, go.
Okay. So, the third one is, like I've said, is Evo City. So, for a lot of people, hindi pa sila alam, ano yung Evo City? Hindi natin alam yan, di ba? But, yun talagang excitement nun. Kasi nga, wala masyadong may alam pa. Ngayon, the potential is there. But you ask me magkano siya per square. Sobrang taas na niya per square ngayon.
How much is it per square? You sabi mo, tanong ko, di alas kita rin.
So, ngayon yung residential lots namin, nagbukas kami last weekend ng new phase.
Okay.
It was sold out. Ubos, as in talagang wala natira.
Okay.
And up to na marami pa rin gusto kumuha. Ganun siya ka-in demand. It's ranging from 50 to 55,000 per square meter.
Oh. So parang it was like Alabang 5 years ago or 3 years ago. Parang ganun, no?
Yes. Kasi the idea for that particular estate is mabilis yung magiging development natin. Kumbaga, hindi lang siya yung parang kanyari, Nuvali na puro horizontal developments muna, tsaka na pag fully built up, tsaka tayo magtatayo ng condos. But here, talagang nakaplano na tayo na parang Makati. Na you have subdivisions in the area, you'll have high-rise kaagad.
Okay.
You'll have malls,
Okay.
high-rise, mid-rise developments. So the master plan is identified in such a way na talagang mabilis yung magiging development in that area.
Gaano siya kalapit sa dadanan siya mismo ng Calax, no? Or
Calax.
dulo lang siya ng Cavitex?
Cavitex.
Okay.
Yeah,
So
Cavitex.
pagkalabas mo ng Cavitex, that's it already.
Yes.
I think
yes,
one of the reasons why it's appreciating, I think, because Cavitex it makes it easier for people to go to the airport.
Right.
And it's very near the MOA area, which is where all of the growth in the Philippines is right now also.
Yeah, it's also growing, I would say. But not all of the growth.
No, not all of the growth. Okay. So, number 2.
Number 2 would be yung sa Porac area.
Okay.
Yung sa Clark area, Alviera.
Okay.
We have a estate development there. It's called Alviera. And it's very promising because of its close proximity to the Clark. The Clark growth zone, diba?
Okay.
We all know that we have an airport there. Also, you have access going to Subic. Plus, we have a lot of infrastructure developments happening there. And it's going to be the next major township, parang New Valley of the North natin, si Alviera. So, right now, the prices, when we started, nasa mga 15,000 per square meter. That was about 3 years ago, 3-4 years ago. Pero ngayon, nasa 25,000 per square na siya. And still growing. When we open new subdivisions there, or when we open new phases, mabilis talaga siya nakukuha.
Pero I haven't really seen it, the look, no? It will look like Nuvali also, yung feel niya
Yes,
doon. Okay.
parang
And then,
Nuvali siya.
walang kable ng kuryente, walang ano.
Yes.
Everything's under, parang
Underground.
modern city na rin.
Yes.
Okay.
It's very green, a lot of open spaces, a lot of parks. You have a country club. Actually, our country club is already open there already.
Okay.
So, makikita niyo na yun.
Okay, bagay sa'yo. Pang country club feel ka talaga. Tama naman, sa looks pa lang, guys. Alam niyo na sino yung sobrang yaman. No? Comment below who do you think is the rich guy here. Anyways, number 5 is, I forgot what your number 5 is.
The top one.
Okay, Vermosa's number 5.
Yeah.
Number 4 is Nuvali.
Yes.
Number 3 is Evo City
Evo
in Cavite.
City.
Cavite.
Yeah.
Number 2 is Porac, Pampanga. And number 1 goes to?
Alabang.
Okay. Why?
Alabang because Alabang is really established already as a CBD. Though people might argue na hindi pa siya ganun ka-fully developed. Of course, there's a lot of land there. Pero ngayon, with a lot of foreign investors coming in, you know what I'm talking about, the Chinese ones, di ba? So, ang laki ng potential din ng Alabang ngayon.
Okay.
And compared to the other areas that we mentioned na mostly horizontal developments. Kasi pag horizontal, long-term talaga laro mo dyan. Pero kapag vertical, mas mabilis yung magiging return because you can rent out the condos upon turnover as opposed to land na kailangan pantayan ng bahay and you're not sure yet kung may uupa agad upon doing that, di ba? But with vertical developments, and we have an existing base already in Alabang. You have offices, you have the BPOs there already, you also have the POGOs coming in that area. So, the growth potential of Alabang compared to the other 4 is top-notch, I would say, number.
Alright, so I hope you guys learned a lot more of this. Guys, sobrang galing niya sa real estate. Ramon King will be in Icon 2019 Davao. The links will be down below if you want to hear him live. And it's not just him, it will be Carl D, Randall Chongson, Rex Mendoza. We're going to talk about Bitcoin, blockchain, investing in global markets, and so much more. So link is down below. I hope to see you guys there. And any final words for everyone?
For everyone, I just want you to really invest in the Philippines because we're really growing. It's evident, talagang pataas lahat ng mga properties. Sobrang saya, di ba? So, let's not miss out on this opportunity. Invest in the Philippines and let's all be wealthy together.
Alright, so that's it for now. I hope this video helps you trade well, trade strong, trade smart. See you all again soon and God bless you.
God bless.